In heavenly Olympus, Eros became ill with the same kind of love sickness he had inflicted on so many humans. He was so downhearted, he took to his bed. He seemed like to die, so his mama was worried. Aphrodite, more than ever, wanted to finish off Psyche. Psyche, too, was lovesick. She dragged herself to Aphrodite's temple to beg the forgiveness of the goddess. Hearing Psyche's prayer, Aphrodite flew down to her temple. "Well, look who is sorry," Aphrodite said. "Please, whatever is asked of me, I will do it to win back the love of Eros." Psyche's plea set Aphrodite to thinking on how she would rid the world of Psyche. "See those sacks of grain?" Aphrodite pointed to a dozen sacks in the corner. "The grain needs sorting and bagging. Do it before sunrise tomorrow, and then I'll think about listening to your prayers." The goddess quickly flew off. "Oh," Psyche cried, "I'll never do all that by sunrise." "We'll do it," a voice said to her. Psyche looked down to the ground. There she saw an ant looking up at her. In back of him were thousands of ants. "We will sort the grain for you." So they did. All Psyche had to do was bind shut the sacks. At sunrise, Aphrodite, expecting to see Psyche dead from laboring all night, instead saw her standing next to the neatly stacked sacks. Said the goddess. "I've another task for you. Bring me the fleece from the golden sheep." Psyche ran to complete her second task. When she reached the river, she saw the golden sheep grazing on the other side. She was about to cross when the water rose up and spoke to her. "Be cautious, child. Those sheep are killers. Be patient. Soon they will go to sleep. Then you can cross to gather up their wool in safety." Psyche waited. Just as the river said, the sheep took a nap. As they slept, Psyche crossed the river. She gathered up all the wool she could carry. She then thanked the river as she quickly left. When she arrived at the temple, Aphrodite was surprised to see her with her arms full of the golden wool and not one injury on her. "Well, I see you are a lucky girl." Aphrodite took a large cup down from a shelf. "Take this cup. Fill it with water from the magic waterfall." Without hesitating, Psyche took the cup. When she reached the magic waterfall, she was dismayed. The waterfall did not reach the ground. She would have to climb a sheer cliff to get to the water. There was nothing to do but risk death and climb. Just as she was about to start, an eagle flew down to her. "Give me the cup. I'll fill it for you." The eagle took the cup in his talons. He then flew to the waterfall and then filled it. Psyche thanked the bird when he returned the cup to her. Aphrodite frowned when Psyche returned. It was obvious that the human woman had help. "You will now go to Hades. There you will ask the queen of the underworld for a box of beauty. Bring it to me when you have it." This task perplexed Psyche. Only dead people went to Hades. How was she supposed to go and then come back? Near where she walked, there was a large tower. Psyche decided that the only thing she could do was climb the tower and then jump to her death. Just as she was about to jump, the tower spoke to her. "Stop! No need for that. Below is the door to Hades. In a jar by the door are the coins to pay Charon for the crossing. While in Hades, eat only dried bread. If you eat anything else, You will die and be there forever. Now go." Psyche did exactly as instructed. When she returned with the box of beauty, she thanked the tower before setting out for the temple. On her way there, Psyche became curious about the box of beauty. What woman wouldn't want a little extra beauty? So she opened it. There was no beauty in the box. There was sleep. Soon Psyche fell into a deep sleep. In Olympus, Eros had been cured of his lovesickness by Psyche's determination to set things right. He knew that Psyche risked death for love of him. He also knew that Psyche's habit of giving in to her curiosity would cause trouble with that box of beauty. Eros set out to find his beloved Psyche. After searching for her for many days, he found her asleep. Eros knelt down beside her, and then lifting her up in his arms, he kissed her colorless lips. Soon she breathed deeply and awoke to see her sweetheart's face gazing into her own. "I love you, dear Psyche, and I will take you to Olympus. I will marry you again, this time before the gods." Then Eros brought his beloved before the pantheon of all the gods. Psyche asked Aphrodite if she would forgive her for doubting Eros. Aphrodite forgave her. Then Zeus blessed the union of Eros and Psyche, and that is how Psyche, the soul, became immortal.